Hi everyone, it's Lavinia and welcome. This is just a recap of my craft fair this weekend, as well as some things that I actually bought from vendors who were selling at the craft fair. So this is a local craft fair that our HOA puts together. So most folks that come are residents. I think it was a little bit slower than last year. I think everyone kind of agreed. I did better on Friday than I did on Saturday, where some folks did better on Saturday than they did on Friday. So I think it just depended what people were looking for. And so, as far as for my cards, I did sell quite a few. I did more than last year, and I had more occasional cards like birthdays and thank yous. So I sold a variety of those. The thing is, there were two other sellers who were actually selling cards, and one person was right next to me. She was just selling Christmas cards, and they were more elaborate than mine, like more three-dimensional with dies. And I asked her, she had done better on Saturday than Friday, but she also said that she kind of gave away some cards as well, because we kind of all know each other through different activities there at the HOA. Let's see what else. I think most vendors thought last year was better, and some vendors who had crocheted items like afghans and scarves and shawls, they didn't do as well. And there were some folks that again also had repeats. Like there were quite a few people that had jewelry. One lady, I don't think she sold anything. I felt bad for her. Um, but as far as for my cards, I did well with that. I brought three of my, I don't have them here, of my little mini albums. I showed that in a previous video. I brought six and I sold three, so that was great. I call them treasure books. So uh, folks that came by is like, oh, what's a treasure book? And they really like that. A lot of folks, I think, commented that they don't send cards anymore. They usually send gift cards. Not a people do writing, but I am happy that I sold three, so that was great. My Christmas trees, I was kind of disappointed. I only sold one, but with the ones that I have left over, so I have nine left over, I'm going to give four to my neighbors. So four neighbors. One I'm keeping here at the house, and then one I am bringing at work. So it actually all works out. I have my Christmas gifts or holiday gifts for my neighbors all set. So I'm not too worried about that. And what else did I bring? Oh, I brought my ornaments. I didn't sell any, but I did give them as a freebie to those folks that bought the tree, as well as um, the little mini albums. And I also gave some if they wanted, as someone bought more cards, if they wanted that gift card holder also as a freebie. So that's fine. So, I was trying to sell them for $1, but that's okay. Overall, I did fine. I got my booth fee back, as well as a little extra, which then I spent on gifts for family. So let me go ahead and show you that. So again, overall I did well. Um, Not as well as last year, but I will continue. I have some ideas to make some things for next year that will be different. But for my little great niece, I know this is a little bit bigger, but this lady was selling these little jackets. So they're pre-made jackets, but she embellished them. This says it is an extra small, 3 years. My little great niece, is 9 months, but she'll grow into it. That's fine. It's a one of a kind. So what she had done, the vendor had done, is she added, and she had quite a few, and she was selling them at really great prices, I guess because she's had them for quite some time. So I only got this for $5. So she added this eyelet. She added this pretty little heart. I think this is part of the jacket. So let me just show you here how she added that heart there with that little pretty design. And she added the eyelet here. And then look how cute the back is. Isn't that adorable? So got that for my little great niece. And what else did I get? Oh, and then for my niece, so for the mom, I bought this. And actually my craft fair was kind of fun because I was sitting next to Well, the way my table was, so let's say this was my table, then there was another table here, and then there was another table here. So it's kind of hard for, I think, for people to kind of get by. So I had to put like most of my items at each corner. And then the sides were here where there were other vendors. So it's one large room, vendors on each side here, and I was in the middle with some other folks. But I got to chat with a lot of vendors, so it was kind of nice. I actually saw two coworkers that I used to work with many years ago. One came as a vendor, and I hadn't seen her in years, so that was fun, as well as another former coworker that just happened to be passing by at the craft show. So that was fun also to see them. So so I got this. So this is like, I don't know, maybe like a vinyl, but this is such a pretty soft suede. It's just so soft. So, and then inside is the satin. So the Bag Ladies of Lonesome Valley, handmade. And so I thought this would be nice for my niece. So I'm going to pack these away and give these as gifts. I also bought for my little great niece some other items at Cracker Barrel. Maybe I'll show that in another video. But then for myself, I bought this. She was selling this, I think, for $25. She gave it to me for $20. Then this I bought for $10. It looks like watercolor, but it's not. The lady who made it explained the technique that she used. And I guess another two people were also interested if there was if she would teach the technique. So I gave her my phone number as well. So if she does like a little class on how to do this, it's not watercolor and it's not pressed flowers. So this one I think I may bring to work, or I may hang here. I just think it's really pretty. So that is it for the craft show. Again, I enjoyed it. I only do that one a year. Maybe if I have more items, I'm going to look to be doing more sewing items, I think. So I might have some tutorials or refresher of tutorials that I've done. Pardon me. Also want to see about, now that I have my little great niece and she's, she always puts bows. My niece always put bows in her hair. Maybe I might try making those as well, and maybe little scrunchies. So I don't know. We'll see. But that is it for this video. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.